Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow. What the hell is Warehouse 13?
Yeah, what the hell is Warehouse 13?
I'm Rose.
I'm Lily, and we're talking about episode 9, Regrets. We
Do you
didn't
have any
read.
regrets?
Do I have any regrets?
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I could have had one more cookie for dessert last night. Actually, I think I skipped dessert last night. I had an apple instead.
I had two desserts yesterday.
Oh my goodness.
I had a small banana split shake from Dairy Queen, and I also ate the rest of my vanilla ice cream.
That sounds good. I sent you
So
that. I sent you that Haagen-Dazs reel because I was like, "Oh, you like Haagen-Dazs."
I love Haagen-Dazs.
We didn't
Anyway.
we didn't read the synopsis for the last episode. And I'm pretty sure we didn't
Oh,
read the synopsis for the episode before that. I was just like, "Wait a minute. I remembered something about what we usually do in that we read the synopsis, but we haven't been doing that."
I think we did it for episode 7. I'm pretty confident we did it for episode 7.
Okay. Well,
We
hey,
probably
episode
didn't do
8,
it for the last one, though.
whatever. They got the gist.
Yeah.
Should we read it this time though?
Um, sure.
Okay.
This is straight from the wiki. While Pete and Micah investigate a series of artifact-related suicides at a Florida prison, Claudia uses an artifact at the warehouse.
Yep. That's
She
pretty
sure
good.
does.
Pretty much explains the whole thing. The B plot for this one with Claudia, I think about this B plot all the time, and I think about this
Me
B plot
too.
being in all the episodes. I feel like I kept being like, oh wait, isn't this the episode where Claudia uses the coat to like magnetize and like climb up the wall? But it ended up not
Yeah.
being that episode for like 5 episodes in a row.
I know, I literally wrote down a note that said, "Oh, this is the like magnet code episode."
I I love this is probably one of the best B plots in the whole show.
I agree. I was gonna say this is like a great episode overall, and
It
also
is.
like this is a really great Artie and Claudia interaction.
Absolutely 100% true. Absolutely 100% true. Like overall, like we just said that the whole episode is good, but the whole like structuring of the episode is really good. Like it reaches its climax in like both parts at the same time. So like as a viewer, I'm like in the vibe the whole time and I'm not like taken out of it even though the B plot is like considerably sillier. I still feel like, ooh,
Yeah.
it's tense. It's tense.
Yeah, I think this one has great like pacing.
Yes. It's
It's
not too
it's good.
much.
I remembered it being like kind of like scary or like serious, and it is a serious episode, but it's
Yeah,
not like detrimentally serious. Like it's very Warehouse 13.
it is. I think because it's mostly like character driven in this.
Yeah.
The like stakes, I mean. But anyway, we should start explaining what happens.
Oh yeah. Our cold open is there's a dude who we've never seen before, and he's at a party, and this girl comes up to him and is like, "Hey, do you want another shot?" And he's like, "What? I don't drink. I haven't drinking in however many years." And she's like, "Yeah, you drank enough for a lifetime the night you killed me."
It's such like it's both so funny and so like, all right, I'm interested.
It's funny.
It is because I'm like this
It is
old
kind of
guy
funny.
in like a prison uniform is walking around this like high school party. Like it's a high school party. And also, I wrote this down. You can see it. I think they're playing the GTA music in the background.
Do you know what? Now that you say that, I think you might be right. I think it probably sounds really similar.
I was literally listening to it right before this, right? Because I was watching it. And I was like, wait a minute. I didn't hear it the last time because I was probably like typing, right? To like, I typed the summary. So I didn't
Mhm.
hear the music. I just heard what they were saying. But now I'm like, holy shit. Why is it GTA? Like,
Because
did
that's party music.
I know it's like it definitely gives like teen party music, right? But like is that
It
not like
is.
copyrighted?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's the same song, but
That's true. It could be different. It sounds almost exactly like it, though.
It also is funny to me that she's just like, yeah, you drink enough for a lifetime that you killed me. Like, wow, okay, I wasn't expecting that.
Right? I think with like the whole episode is about these like hallucinations of like regret and stuff like that. The rest of them they don't have this whole scene going on. Like they're
I
in a place,
imagine
but like she asked him before like do you want a shot and no one else unless that was like the hallucination being like, "Hey, you're an alcoholic."
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
You can't see it, but I'm nodding.
Yeah.
Anyway, the guy in the crowd is like, "Oh my god, this is so scary. I need to get away from her," because she's like walking towards him menacingly, and there's another guy in the background being like, "Lee, what the fuck are you doing?" And then he like backs up and like runs away, and like the vision falls away, and he's in prison, and he falls off a catwalk and hits his head, and like apparently dies like immediately, which is crazy.
I mean, I think you would die pretty fast if you like hit your head on the fucking concrete floor.
Yeah, but it's only like I guess people are more fragile sometimes than we like normally imagine. But it was
The
like
only
6 feet, 6.5 feet, maybe.
yeah. Well, hey, you can if your brain didn't stop you, you'd be able to just bite through your finger.
Yeah. Hey, that's pretty crazy.
I think about that all the time.
It's a strange body function thing, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, the prison starts going crazy after the guy falls off in an apparent suicide. And the doctor guy that was behind him, like, was saying, like, bro, Lee, what are you doing? Is, like, checking him with the light or whatever. And then there's, like, a weird, mysterious guy looking on from behind cell doors, obviously, but, like, in the darkness as well, which is also, like, okay, how is he out if it's, like, bedtime, right? And this is like a supermax prison. They literally say it's a high security prison. So like, why is Lee out of his cell when no one else is out of their cell? And it's also extremely dark, so it's nighttime. So it's probably bedtime. Like, I don't know. I always think way too much into these things, but then I'm like, am I being a hater? Am I being like too much?
No, they definitely like don't give a reason for it. Like if I had to give a reason for it, I would say the doctor went to go check on him, opened the door, he happened to leave the
Okay,
cell.
like he was already in the vision,
Or hang
the
on, I gotta
hallucination.
sneeze. No, I'm good. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, or he was just hanging out with the doctor because it says they're like friends.
Yeah, that's true. They are friends.
So
I guess
maybe
so.
he was just hanging out with him and he's like, "Whoa, buddy, what are you doing?"
Yeah. All right. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Anyway,
Then we cut back to the B&B, and Micah finally gets the report for what went down in Denver,
which this is kind
where
of like a deep cut at this point because if I think the first time I watched this, I was like, oh, right, the thing that happened in Denver, not like this is a thing that's been on her mind for a while.
yeah. And Pete scares the shit out of her because she's looking at it, and then he comes in and he goes, "You're going to prison, little missy."
Which is so crazy.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I also would have been like, "Oh my god."
I mean, yeah, I would have jumped out of my seat. Because I would, like, and the file is like, she has, like, regrets about Sam who died. And she's like, oh my god, they could take me to jail if, like, I failed, right? Which is what she's already, like, feeling.
I'll just bring this up now, even though it's like at the end of the episode. Like,
Right?
she burns the file. She ends up burning the file. I don't know
Yeah.
if she reads the file or not. But even now, Sam said this when we were watching this. They were like, "Hey, what if you're getting court-martialed? Like, what if
Wait, yeah.
like you better read that file." Like
Well, to be fair,
if
go ahead.
if you even think there's like a slight chance that they might be like you fucked up here, I'd still read it just in case.
I think with my knowledge that Artie literally got arrested for treason and got like taken out by Mrs. Frederick. Like, she has that level of pull on the government. There's no way Mike is getting court-martialed for one guy dying.
That's true. And she also says like I know I didn't do anything wrong, but
Yeah. That it wouldn't be emotionally satisfying if she opened it and read it.
true,
Like,
true.
from an episode standpoint, I'm glad that she burned it, but from like a reality standpoint, absolutely she should have read that 100%.
Oh, but anyway, Pete comes in. He's like, suicides at this prison are happening. We gotta go check it out. So they go check that out.
Yeah, they go to the prison. I
They
should have
sure
wrote
do.
more there, but I'm pretty sure that it's just them leaving the room. That
Yeah,
they're
they
like,
literally
okay,
just
time to
leave,
go to the plane. And then,
and then they're like, okay, time to set up the B plot.
yeah. Claudia
Where
is so good in this episode. She's
I
her most
agree.
Claudia, I think.
Oh my gosh, it makes me so happy. Literally, half my notes are just like, oh my god, I fucking love Claudia.
Claudia, her mannerisms, I know her, I just said her Claudia-isms, but like, she's so teen. She's so teen this episode. And it's really
She's so
great.
and Artie has her stuck doing inventory, and she's like, inventory. What? She says, what a bone.
What a bone.
What a bone.
All
I keep
right.
thinking about that.
10,000
And
thundering typhoons.
yeah, and there's a light that's flickering, and she's getting pissed off about it. So she goes to Artie, who, as we know, is the resident handyman. She's
He
like,
made a
"This,
sword. He made a sword 2 episodes ago. He
that's
made a
true. He
whole
does just make
sword.
a sword."
I believe he can fix a light bulb.
I believe he can too, but he's like, no, no, no. They don't burn out. They're Shelby bulbs. They don't burn out. So, do you want to know some facts about the Shelby bulbs?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Regale me.
They're Adolf Chilet, I think is the name. Shelby bulbs. They're apparently based on the actual Shelby Electric Company made this like centennial light. On the wiki it says famous centennial light. I've never heard of it, so I don't know about that.
What?
But
Okay.
it's like the oldest known operating light bulb. Like it's still on. And it's been on since like 1905 or something.
Oh, wow. Well, that's
Yeah,
kind
like
of interesting.
you can go see it still too.
Oh.
But it's in California, and apparently it's like way dimmer than it used to be, obviously.
Well, yeah.
But they on Wikipedia too, I was reading about it. I guess they're just like in real life they're like it's just how well the light's constructed. It's just constructed so well that it stays on forever.
Right. That makes it an artifact now? Like, if something is really, really good, it's an artifact?
No,
So do you think there's like a
like
Nokia in there?
wait, yeah, there probably is.
Like, do they have like a batch of like 500 Nokias that were made to be like completely indestructible that they're like, well, it's weirder than a regular Nokia, so we have to keep it now?
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Because there's so many things like, okay, I know in this episode, Claudia puts on the lab coat. We see this in like literally 5 minutes, but anyway, she puts on the lab coat and things get magnetized towards her and like random artifacts that don't have any like, it's not XYZ's artifact. It's just like a random ass, what is it? Ice skate? Like, we don't know whose ice
Yeah.
skates those are.
Well,
So like,
on
do
the
we think they're
wiki,
just like extremely sharp?
wait,
Like the ice
wait,
skate
what?
is just extremely sharp and that's why it's in the warehouse.
Yeah, I don't know, because I was looking on the wiki too, and because there's a lot of artifacts, because a bunch of shit, like, sticks to Claudia,
Right.
but almost everything, it's like, we don't know what this does, it's just in here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's
Colander?
a... What?
Dual parking meter?
Yeah, the dual parking meter?
What? Okay, what is a dual parking meter then? Like, is it a parking meter with two sides? Like, is it the one post but two parking meter thing?
I think so.
Huh.
Potentially one of a set is what it says for the ice skate, as
Imagine if
they
it was
often
just
are.
one ice skate.
I believe it. Maybe it's like Tanya Harding's ice skate.
I was gonna say, that's like the only ice skater that I know, but I know that there's like extremely famous ice skaters out there.
Johnny Weir, he's one of them, isn't he?
I have no idea. Like I said, I know like one, maybe two ice skaters.
There's that girl who did a routine to stateside in the Olympics.
Yeah, I don't know her name.
I don't know her name either. Well, now I want to know. Stateside
Oh
Olympics
my god,
ice.
Alyssa. Alyssa.
Alyssa. Alyssa
Alyssa
Liu.
something.
Yeah. Ugh.
She has the
Sorry, I'm
like
looking.
striped hair and
Yes.
the lip piercing that I'm like, that looks so uncomfortable. Like, how do you eat or like live with that?
I don't know.
Like,
See,
it's cute.
I'm such an abnormal freak about mouth stuff. Like I'm a freak about mouth stuff on like another level. So I feel like that
Right.
would drive me specifically nuts. But I can see how someone else would just be like, yeah, no, it's just my lip ring that's in my mouth.
Like, having braces, it was very uncomfortable and just like overstimulating for like, I don't know, the first like 2 months, 3 months. And then afterwards, I'm like, whatever, I live with braces now. So, like, if you can probably withstand that for like 2 to 3 months, then it's like, whatever. It's just my mouth ring.
I wouldn't be able to, dude.
No,
I
me
wouldn't be
neither.
able to. Anytime I have any kind of like temporary dental thing done, I'm like the entire time. You've seen it. You've seen me.
Yeah.
I'll fucking freak out. I'll be like, it's gonna fall out, and I'm gonna have to go to the store and get like dental glue and do it myself, and it's gonna be really bad. It never happens.
They make those things strong.
They really do.
Anyway, Claudia
Anyway,
is like going back to Artie, right? She's going back to Artie and she's like, Artie, can I have the keys to the cherry picker? Which they have a cherry picker in there?
what's a cherry picker?
It's those like motorized, like when they fix power lines, it's that like motorized box thing that's on
Oh, okay.
wheels and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Or it
I
could be
think
the
I've been in
like,
one of those.
it could be the like, I don't know how to explain it, but like the one that is just square that goes up and down that's like usually like on stage and stuff. That
Yeah,
one?
with the crisscross
Yes,
like
yes, the
yeah.
crisscross one. I don't know.
Okay.
Since we never see it, I'm gonna imagine it's the first kind because they probably need that arm to like move around in multiple directions rather than just up and down. But yeah. She doesn't get the keys. Artie's like, no, I'm gonna fix the bulb. It's a perfectly normal functioning bulb. It'll keep working. It's an infinite bulb. And then she's like, ugh, this is so annoying.
And so she goes to back to what she's doing, and then we get a cut to Pete and Micah in the prison, and it's stormy, and I love storms.
Yeah, this one is like, it's so atmospheric. Like, it really adds to the tense vibe.
It really does, and I don't know, it just makes me happy. I just really like thunderstorms.
It was storming this morning, and like, I I I was just like, I have to stay in bed. It
I
was so
know.
nice and comfortable.
I know it stormed for a little bit here. I wish it would storm more.
Oh yeah, it was kind of bad for us. Was it bad for you guys?
No. I know there was like a really crazy storm down there last week,
Yeah, yeah.
and we
My
didn't get anything like that.
my mom called me at like 9:30 because none of her texts were getting through because she had to be in like the basement of her work,
Oh.
and apparently the tornado sirens had gone off, but I hadn't heard anything, which I don't think they went off. But I went to the basement after that.
I feel like I should say that I did watch Tango and Cash again this weekend before
Right?
watching this episode, so I feel like that was a good choice.
Yeah, it's pretty similar. I mean, not to be like, oh, it's a prison, so it's obviously the same, but it kind of is the same. They're both in like a situation where like they're protecting each other. I don't know.
Kind of, yeah.
I get I get I get the vibes, I guess is what I'm trying to say. If you were like, oh, this is so Tango and Cash, I'd be like, yeah, okay, sure. Yeah.
I love it. I love the prison scene in Tango and Cash where they're walking down the hallway and everything's on fire and they're all like clanging at the bars and they're like, I'm gonna shove brown sugar up your ass.
Right,
It gets
right.
me every time. It gets me every single time.
And they do the paper thing in here and in this episode, and I'm like, okay, realistically, how likely is it that you're gonna be throwing papers outside of the cell? Because like, if it's me, I want to keep my papers, you know?
Those are my papers, bro.
Exactly. Like, I don't
I
know.
earned those.
Maybe some people are like not artists or writers or whatever, so they're like, whatever, it's a piece of paper to me. But like, to me, I'm like, I can draw on that, I guess.
This episode also made me realize something that I actually don't know anything about prisons at all, actually. Like I know facts about prisons, but
Right.
I'm like I've never like been in one. I've never even been inside one. Like I don't
No.
know what it's like at all even a little bit.
See, okay, from what I know, the like style of prison that they're in right now with the like two levels and like the open central area and it's like open on all sides. I feel like that prison is not that popular as a like a style of prison anymore, you know what I mean? Like it's more like I guess in Iowa they're probably all one level cuz tornadoes, right? But
I don't
like,
know actually. I don't know.
right? Cuz why
I
would
don't
they do
know.
the two level thing? Cuz that's weird. That's like
I don't
panopticon shit. So that's why I'm
well,
like, you know,
that's what
they
they
probably
like though.
don't do that anymore. But at the same time maybe they do because it's
I
like cost
I
effective.
I think they probably do.
I'm
I
gonna
don't know.
prison layouts. Like, okay. You know what? I should add Iowa. What do we have? That not Pinterest. Why the hell do I care about Pinterest? Okay, some of them are like 3 levels. And it looks like they have like wings. So, you know. But yeah, do you see this like Shive Hattery prison, right? Where they're all lined up and there's like one hallway. And then there's like down below there's like a central like chill area, right? This is what I
Yeah.
picture, but not the like bar cell doors and like walkways that are like grates, you know? Like they do concrete now.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm looking at pictures. Yeah, they like have doors.
Yeah,
They
there's
have
no way
doors
they do
now.
bar doors anymore. They have like a full door cuz that's like
Yeah.
a privacy thing.
Oh, well,
Like
I
that's
guess this one
weird.
is in Norway. Maybe it's different in Norway.
Oh, that's true.
Maybe they treat people better there.
Oh, they absolutely do. I don't know. It's
This is
still
good to
weird.
know. It's still strange, yeah.
Prisons
And
are
she
weird.
the director's also like, "Oh, we've been operating like over capacity."
Yeah, which is crazy, right? Which is actually crazy. Cuz how how are you operating over capacity? Are you shoving more people into cells? Like is there 3 persons in a 2-person cell? Cuz that's actually crazy. Why wouldn't you just transfer them at this point?
And you know what? Probably that many people don't need to be in prison anyway, but
Absolutely 100% true. 100% true.
oh wait, is Florida a state uh
100% it is. It's
license
Florida.
plate state? Okay, let me look up Florida license plates. I think they do have the embossment,
Hmm.
which means that they're probably having prisoners make them.
Right. Which is
So they're
fucked
like,
up.
oh, a lot of people are registering cars right now.
Hmm.
We
In the
really need to.
2010s. What is it? Oh my god, the Kia Soul. What is it?
What about the Kia Soul?
The one that this show promotes all the time.
Oh, you're thinking about the Prius C.
The Prius C. Yes, yes, of course. Everyone's getting their Prius C.
Yeah. Wow. Now I'm just looking at Florida license plates. Okay.
Anyway, back to the episode. They go to the prison and they meet the warden in this like entryway room that has like the history of the prison. And they're looking around, they're like, damn, this place is creepy. It used to be a mine or something like that. And then the
Mhm.
prison warden comes in and she's like, You know what? They make a comment how creepy it is, and Pete's like, oh, it needs a woman's touch. And then the warden comes in, who is a woman, and is like, yeah, no, I've been the warden for like 2 minutes. There's been no time to do literally anything at all. And also, a fucking tropical storm is coming.
He
So,
literally goes into her bare ass office and says, "Oh, I take back the woman's touch comment."
wow. Okay, Pete. All
All
right.
right, Pete, thanks. She also, like many people in the show, is Serbian.
Yeah,
Cunty Bob, cunty suit.
I was just about to say the Bob is really good here.
Oh yeah. And then she's like, 4 people have killed themselves. No one has ever committed suicide at this prison,
Except for now.
except for now. So that's weird. And then they're talking to her in the office. Micah just walks away.
Which is
Pete's like, oh,
crazy.
Pete's just like, oh, okay, oh, okay.
Because she's not known to do that.
No.
If I'm Pete, I'm like, something is going on.
Especially after the Alice bullshit last week, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
But
And she
Go ahead.
she hears a voice that's saying like, "You killed me, Micah," or something. She's hallucinating Sam, who we previously know, because they haven't brought him up in a while, since like the first or second episode.
Right.
We previously know that they had some kind of situationship.
They were
Um,
lovers.
I guess.
I mean, I think they were.
They were sleeping together.
Absolutely. Well, she's in this episode, she says, I'll always love you
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
at the end, which is crazy, but we move.
Yeah, he's dead now, because he died on the job, and Micah feels really guilty about it, and that's what's in the report
Yeah.
that she doesn't want to read. Oh, you literally wrote it down. He literally says, "You killed me, Micah."
Yeah.
Oof.
Which is, I mean, we'll get to it. We'll get to it at the end of the episode. I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But anyway, she comes back in, I think, and the warden is showing off all the old warden stuff, and is like, he's got religious stuff, and he's got this like packet of papers from this religious guy who's a prisoner, and they're both like, oh my god, this religious symbol is weird. It's a snake. Oh my god, so scary.
Pete's like, "This is the best." I forget what band it is ever album. He's like, "This thing rocks." About the snake symbolism that they literally
Yeah.
say what it's called, and I already forgot.
Snakes and arrows. Something and something. Well, the band is one word from what I remember.
Yeah.
He was just like, oh, I really like this metal band or whatever.
Well, I just meant I forget what the snake symbol's called, where it's eating itself.
Oh, the Ouroboros?
Yeah,
Ouroboros? I've heard it both ways.
yeah, Ouroboros.
Yeah. Anyway, they're like, wow, this is suspicious. Because they also see a picture of, like, they get pictures from the warden. They see him in his room, and he's, like, religious. And then they see another picture of him taking out, like, the snake. Like, they had a big snake sculpture of this, like, religious symbol. That's a snake, right?
Yeah,
How do they have that?
I
like-
don't know. They show the picture of him too later, like holding it, and I'm like, this is freaky. You guys don't think this is a little strange? This is a little cult-like.
Exactly, for one. But for two, how did they ever get that sculpture? Like, because unless they were like, oh, the previous warden before the old warden, right? The dead warden who just died, and then they have the new warden, and the warden before that, which is crazy, must have been like, yeah, whatever, it's fine. Here's your fucking, you can have this religious sculpture.
Well,
Why?
maybe they like carved it during like recreational time.
That's true, I guess. But like, would they be allowed to use carving tools?
Good point. I probably not. I don't know.
Because that's what I'm
I
saying.
don't-
Like, this thing probably had to be commissioned.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe the warden did. Maybe he was like, well, yeah, you guys are really into this. I'm really into this. Let's get a statue of this guy.
See, but we know it wasn't the dead warden because he's the one who took it out of the prison because he was uber religious. That's what we
Right,
find out
but
in this
the
scene as well.
no, the warden who like promoted the
The snake
oh
guys?
yeah, who like promoted the like Christianity in the prison. Warden
Yeah,
Matthew.
yes. He didn't he removed that sculpture. So before that, before he was the warden, there must have been another warden who was like, "Okay, it's fine." But that's
No, Warden Matthew's the one who's like, yeah, let's get these statues up in here.
the dead one?
Yeah, because the new warden, the new warden is the one who's like, I don't really need this in here. I don't really fuck with this as much, so I'm gonna take it out of the office.
The woman?
Yeah,
No, she's like whatever, it's fine. You can do whatever religious thing you want. The previous warden was uber religious, the dead one. He was like,
yeah.
I have a
He's
cross in my room. Everyone has to do daily prayers. We're
yeah, he
taking
had
out
the cross
anything
up.
that's
He had the cross up on the wall. She took it off the wall, and that's what caused the
right.
stuff to start happening again.
Right. That means the dead warden was the guy who took out the snake symbol because he
Oh, I
was
thought I thought he was the
religious.
one who brought it in because I thought the snake symbol was just part of the whole thing they're doing.
No, he was like, oh, it's pagan. We have to get rid of it. It's pagan. It's
Oh,
not Christianity. We have to get rid of it.
okay.
Which is weird
Okay.
because that's why I was like, okay, so there must have been a third warden who was originally like, yes, you can have this. Right? Am I
I
crazy?
thought I don't know.
Because
I
your way
thought
makes
that
more sense. Like, why wouldn't he
yeah, I
just be
thought
like,
that
whatever, it's fine?
because he's holding the snake statue in the picture of him. The warden's holding it.
I think it wasn't it just a guard,
No, it's the warden.
but he was wearing like a guard uniform. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
because
it's
he's
still not loading.
in the story he's like
I
uh
thought he was shaking the hand of the guard in the first picture, and in the second picture, he's off to the side, and the guard is taking. It's fine. I was just saying that it's so like weird as to why. What? Okay, so before this dead warden, was he only the warden for like 4 years? Because how long is John, the Reverend, the evil cult guy, snake cult guy? How long has he been in the prison? Because from what I understood of the
well,
dead
he's
warden,
not
he's been the
evil.
warden for
Well, he did kill someone.
a long time. But he has to have been old enough to have a wife, so he has to be at least 18. And how old does he look now? Like, I don't know, 60? Which is a long time, but not like, I don't know. Anyway, anyway, they go to see the creepy Reverend John Hill, and he's talking some sermon shit about, I don't know, how you could be free in his religion and still be like stuck in the prison, but the prison is in your mind and your heart, not in this
Yeah.
real prison that we live in actually, by the way. And they have a file of like, oh, what did he do? And Micah is like, oh, what is he in for? Despite having the file like right in front of her. Like, come on, girl.
Literally.
Read.
She's not in her reading area. She doesn't want to read reports.
Right. You know what? That's true. And also, did you see this? I wrote this on the doc. In that scene where they're looking at the file, I had paused it so that I could like, oh, we're right, you know? And I was looking at it and I was like, they literally wrote wife, comma, Susan for her name. Is her last name wife?
Maybe.
Because his last name is Hill. So would she
Yeah.
not get his last name and be Susan Hill?
Well, probably, but they were probably just like,
We
that's
have
fine.
to make sure it's his wife, but they covered up the relation. So we'll just
But
write
just so
wife
you
for her
know.
last name.
Yeah, it's like Sans Undertale.
Right. Of course.
It's Sarah wife.
Yeah, Sarah wife.
Oh, he says death has returned to the prison and that people are doomed to repeat it.
Okay.
I mean, look, if I'm this guy and all this freaky shit starts happening, they're like, oh, he's capitalizing off the freaky shit happening. Yeah. Yeah, he is.
He's a
Like, I mean,
it's a normal religious thing to do, to be like, this bad thing is happening, but let me make it like understandable. You know? Like, oh, this great tragedy has happened. Let me be like, don't worry, guys. Religion says it'll all be fine.
yeah. And I don't know. If I'm him, I'm probably stoked right now. I'm like, oh my god, the storm's happening, shit's hitting the fan. This is good news for me.
Honestly, that's so true. Because he had so many converts. He had so many. Except for Lee.
Yeah.
He deconverted. Reverted.
Yeah. I wish I could achieve this guy's level of inner peace though.
I don't know. I feel like his inner peace is like crazy.
Too extreme.
Yeah, because we find out that he's like, oh, regret has no place in our life. I am the hand of God, and whatever I do is what God wanted to happen. So when I killed my wife, that was God. That wasn't me. And I don't feel bad about that. And I'm like, oh, right. Maybe you should feel bad about killing someone, though. Maybe you should feel bad
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, hey.
anyways, back at the warehouse, Claudia's like, fine, if Artie won't fix this fucking light bulb, I'll fix it myself. And she finds this suit, and to be fair, on the like warehouse display for the coat, it literally just says it temporarily increases your biomagnetic attraction.
Right.
It literally says temporarily. It just lies.
I guess it's
So
temporary.
I
Because
feel like
afterwards you die.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Um, and so Claudia puts the full set on, and she's like, "Oh hell yeah, I'm magnetic." She says, "Suck it, Magneto." I'm like, "I'm sorry, Claudia." He rides around on a big metal disc. He's like floating. You're not
I
shit compared
I
to the
thought the
level of swag.
same thing. I was like, Claudia, don't say that about Magneto.
Do you even know anything about Magneto, Claudia?
Exactly. You know what? She probably loves X-Men.
Yeah,
She
she
seems like the
probably does
X-Men
love
type.
X-Men. Yeah. And she's up there, and then she's trying to fix it, and it goes out, and she says, "Great, now we know they last 108 years."
Haha. That's actually hilarious.
Yeah. Some facts about the lab coat. You need the full set for it to work, and it obviously increases the user's biomagnetic attraction. On the wiki, it says the longer it's on, the stronger the magnetism becomes, but Artie says the more stuff that connects to you, the stronger it becomes, which I guess technically both of those things are true.
Yeah,
Um, yeah. Oh, and Volta is the inventor of the battery, so that's why this is here.
makes sense. Makes sense. I wrote
Um,
Tesla in my notes originally. I felt like I had to change it. I know they're two different people, but I was just like, I don't think it matters.
yeah.
But I
And
guess
then
it
things
does.
start
Go ahead.
and then things start sticking to her, to like her face and stuff, and she's like, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Um, and then we
Mildly
come back to the
concerning.
prison. What'd you
Yeah.
say? Sorry.
Mildly concerning. That's what she says in the episode. She's like, that's mildly concerning.
Yeah.
But then we go back to the prison.
Yes, and Pete's saying something about cult leaders being born with crazy eyes, asking Micah if they're born that way or if they get corrective surgery.
Which is also crazy. Oh my god. Okay, wait, I remembered what I was gonna say. The actor who plays John Hill, he is in Eureka. He's like one of the main characters in Eureka. And this whole episode I was like,
Really?
he's so
Joe
familiar. What is he
Morton.
in? Yeah. And I literally was looking at the wiki page for the episode and I was like, oh my god, they're so right. And in the trivia, in the trivia question. I was like, he is in Eureka. He's like one of the main characters. This is so interesting because he's like not a creepy guy in Eureka. He's just like
I wouldn't think
a
so.
mechanic. He's a mechanic who
plays a-
builds like. I was just gonna say he's a mechanic who builds like rocket engines and shit, but you know, everyone's a genius in that show apparently.
Yeah. We love shows about geniuses.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
I had to like explain Scorpion to someone the other week or something. I might have been I don't remember why, but I was like trying to explain Scorpion to someone and I like almost couldn't do it.
It's so. Oh my god. Because, like, what do you say? What do you
What
say?
do you even say? Yeah, it's a bunch of like geniuses.
Yeah. I mean,
And then Sylvester came on screen and then I had to like try to defend Sylvester. I'm like, Sylvester's cool though. We like
No, no, no.
Sylvester.
yeah, Sylvester's the only good one. Paige is the only good one because she's normal. And that's literally it.
Hey, Paige's son didn't do anything.
That's true. That's because he's not in, like, any episodes except for, like, 4. When he
Yeah.
has meaningful character, I should say. He's in a lot of episodes, but. Ugh, that show.
And then Pete starts getting freaked out and stares at something and Micah's like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, "Oh, you don't see that guy?" He literally says that guy standing there. And then
Like-
he's like, "Yeah, that's my dad. Like I'm fully seeing my dad right now."
Why would you say that guy then? I guess
Well,
she
maybe
doesn't
he wasn't
know.
sure.
Yeah, he wasn't sure.
Well-
His hat says M. Latimer.
Wait, it does.
Yes. Oh my god. Later in the episode, it comes to a head and they talk to the visions about their regrets, right? Whatever. We'll get to it. In that part, like just before that, I was thinking, I'm gonna headcanon that Pete's dad's name is Michael. Just because I have family history with that name, and also it's a biblical name. And then, I can do whatever I want because his dad isn't named. And then boom, it's M. Latimer on his hat. I was like, I locked in. I read
You
the future.
predicted that.
I did.
Wow.
But anyway, he sees
You
the...
also
Go
put
ahead.
in your notes that he's in black and white.
He is in black and white, which is so weird, right?
That didn't even occur to me.
I know, but it's so weird. Why is he in black and
That
white?
is
Because every
weird.
other one are in color. Because that's why it was so freaky to me the first time I saw this, and like actually the time that I rewatched this, I was like, ugh, why the fuck is it in black and white? Because they're at the end of the hallway and it's like a little darker. That's freaky.
Yeah. See, I was just like, why is he just standing there? Because all the other hallucinations that we see are like doing stuff and like talking to the characters, but Pete's dad's just standing there. He's just like, oh, huh,
I mean, yeah, huh,
And then they get on the Farnsworth and they call Artie about it, and they're talking about it, and Micah's like, oh, by the way, I should probably mention that I also had a hallucination of a dead person who was close to me. And Artie's like, why wouldn't you tell me that? And she's like, we just did. And then there's like a
Literally.
full 4 seconds of silence.
So
I love
good.
Artie.
Yeah, this show.
And then he hears the storm and he's like, you didn't tell me there was a storm. You guys have to tell me everything.
First of all, you would see that a tropical storm that is big enough to be named is in Florida that your agents are going to, unless you're being purposefully like not watching the news at all. Right.
Right. And this is also the scene where he finds out about Claudia, isn't it?
Where he finds out about Claudia what?
Like he's like, what's that banging? What's that banging? And then he's like, wait. Guys, I gotta go. No, that's not even this part. Oh, okay. He's just not paying attention to shit.
Nope.
He's just Lena was right. He's just not doing his fucking job.
Literally, he's just playing his piano. He's just playing his piano. He's not even
God.
looking for McPherson. He's just playing the piano this episode.
Which like
Which I
hey,
love.
take some time for yourself. You got
We have-
agents out in the field.
Exactly. You need to be by the phone 24/7. And you know what? He does say that after this. He's like, "Oh my god, you didn't tell me there's a storm. Don't you know that cranks up the power of artifacts by 10 times? You should have told me." And that the hallucinations will get like worse and worse, so you need to call me every hour because that shit is going to get like crazy.
And then they're like, okay, word. They go talk to the doctor. Because the doctor was, as we know, in Lee's hallucination. And
He was
and
next to
and
Lee, trying to be
yeah,
like, "Lee, what are you doing?"
yeah. And he goes off on this whole tangent, and obviously he's probably going off on this tangent because like one of his friends just died, so he's probably pretty pissed off. But he is like going in on the fucking reverend. He's like, oh, he's got everyone under his fingers with this cult shit, and then Lee tried to get out of the cult shit, and then he was like, whatever. Like he's
He
just
was
so mad
pissed
about
off that
this.
he lost one of his lambs, is what he says.
Yeah. I'm like, I know nothing else is probably going on here. I don't know, maybe other stuff is probably going on at this prison, so like I can see how they would be so invested in this, but
Right.
damn. Damn.
Literally.
And for once, because this doesn't happen often, the doctor's like fully on board with them. He's like, yeah, no, I think he was having a hallucination with this person that he got killed. So yeah,
Yeah,
that just doesn't happen a lot. Like he's so cooperative with Pete and Micah.
literally. And he's a doctor too. He's not like, "I don't believe in that. Science says that there's no such thing." He's just like, "Yeah, it sounds plausible."
Yeah, he's like guilt is. He says guilt is a powerful thing.
Which, hey, that's like the title of the episode right there.
So then they go back to see um the Reverend John Hill, and they're like, "Hey, man." I don't know what they say actually. I don't remember. They probably just talk to him and ask about
They
the
say, "Oh
religion
my god,
stuff.
I," because the warden was also there, but she's like, "Okay, you have free reign to do whatever, but like, tell me." And also, she kind of has this vibe where she's like, the prisoners can do whatever they want. I don't really care. So, don't restrict, don't like restrict their rights, right? But then they're talking to him, and later they take his necklace, but this time they're like, that's an interesting necklace that you have. Where'd you get it? And he's like, "You could say I've always had it." And then Pete's like, "Or you could tell us where you actually got it." Right.
You could say I've always had it.
Because why wouldn't you? The only reason I could think as to why he would say that, because he comes back later in the episode with another necklace. Spoiler, they take the necklace, right? Because they think it's the artifact. But the only thing that I can think of as to why he would say that is because they're not allowed to use wood carving tools. And so he carved that necklace with the wood carving tools because it's a wooden necklace. So it's like if he said, "Oh, I carved it," they'd be like, "Oh, so you have wood carving tools, huh?"
Well, maybe that's how they got the other statue then. Maybe this is we've just unlocked the wood carving uh ring.
It would be nice to see that in the text, though, I'm not gonna lie. It would be nice if they acknowledged
The
even
wood carving situation.
I mean, no, because it's in every single episode where it's like, we have to do so much to, like, make this work in our brains, instead of them just being like, yeah, he has access to wood carving tools when he shouldn't.
That's true. They could have just said that. Well, he wasn't gonna say that.
No, he wasn't. So, it's a character moment. It's a character moment.
Yeah, it's a character moment. At some point in this scene, they make some kind of joke where he's like, you if you like you can reach the path of forgiveness or something, and Pete goes, what about the path to parole? That one did get me.
Period. Period. That's how it is.
And also, while they're having this conversation, this is the part that made me go, oh, I guess I don't know anything about prisons at all. Because there's just people, like, hanging out at the front of their cells. They're, like, grabbing on the bars. And, maybe they're having, like, hallucinations. I don't know. Maybe this is part of the artifact. But they're just, like, standing there at the front. And I'm like, does this happen?
I mean, I don't know. You know what? Because I was just thinking, like, oh, maybe I'd want to be close to the bars. But I'm like, no, I'd want to, like, sit down on my bed or something. I mean, stand up every once in a while, but, like, hang
May
off the bars?
my other thing is I'm like, oh, maybe they're like interested in the drama. Maybe they want to like be a part of this conversation with them, but
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know. Oh my god. Also in this scene, I wrote some stuff down. Like, this part where he's literally like, to feel remorse is to shame God. What? What?
What are you talking about? What are you
What do
talking
you
about?
mean?
Okay.
Because this is the conversation where he's like, I'm the hand of God. Everything that, I did is what God wanted to happen in the world, right? Which is,
Yeah.
to an extent,
Top 10
perhaps.
things you say when you killed your wife.
Yeah, right. Right. That's like, I feel like a normal-ish religious thing is to be like, oh, that was God moving through me to do XYZ, right?
Yeah.
Not to this level. Not to this level. Not to the killing your wife level and not feeling bad about it at all level.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, live your truth, but I can see why some other people might be concerned that you're leading a cult.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially if you're like, you shouldn't feel bad for any of the crimes you ever did. Any of them. Right.
I mean, we also don't know if this guy actually killed his wife, but
That's true. It could be that he never killed his wife and he's just like wrongfully accused and in
he's like,
prison his
this is
whole
how I'm
life.
gonna stay sane, but mm.
I mean, yeah, we don't know. It's a character moment.
And then Micah starts to have another hallucination. Um and there's actually a deleted scene which I
Really?
watched, yes, on our DVD, and it's basically this scene, but instead of Micah like having another hallucination, she's like looking off into the distance like she's having one, and then Pete's like, "Hey, are you good?" And then she's like, "Oh, yeah," like she's clearly not good, but she's like, "Yeah, no, I'm fine." You know what? I was just thinking about something somebody said about something else. Something like the Reverend said about like something evil, whatever, blah blah blah. And she goes, "Oh, you know what? Maybe we should like actually look into the history of this prison. Maybe we should like actually research this prison a little bit." Like she says that almost word
Wow.
for word,
That's
and then they
crazy.
and then they walk away to go research it.
Wow. No, because if she said that, then the episode would have been done in like 10 minutes after this. Because they would have
I
been like,
know.
minerals.
Oh my god, don't get me started. I have to go pee. I'm gonna go pee really quick. But
Alright.
don't get me started on the fucking minerals shit.
Alright.
Um.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
then Pete and
Micah sees
Micah
Sam.
do go look for the actual like history behind the prison, and that's when they see the picture of him holding the like snake statue.
Yeah. Yes.
Because Pete goes, "Hey, hey, hey, this looks familiar."
Right.
I love it when he says, "Hey, hey, hey."
Should we talk about the B plot?
Oh yes, yes. Get a little B plot action.
It's pretty
Claudia
short.
successfully fixes the light bulb. But now she's stuck, and everything keeps sticking to her.
That's it. That's like all that happens in the scene.
Just so you know, just FYI.
She's in the background, getting stuck to the wall and stuff.
Yeah, and they are also in the pictures. Get a look at the other riots because they were like, oh yeah, when a hurricane happened before, there was a ton of riots and the whole prison went crazy. So
That was weird.
that was weird. Anyway, yes, and then the warden starts having a vision, and they just let her have the vision.
I mean, they're kind of like, Warden, are you good? And she doesn't say anything.
Yeah,
And they're like, Warden? And then she snaps out of it.
and then since they saw the snake statue in the pictures, they're like, obviously the artifact is the necklace. They go back down to John Hill. They say, "Give us your fucking necklace, dude." And they put it in the bag, and it makes no purple sparks at
They
all.
put
At
it in the
all.
goop. They put it in the goop. That's why I
You
was
think?
like, they put it in the goop canister instead of a bag. Why?
Yeah. Why?
I guess maybe
No
because
sparks.
they're like, oh, it's so powerful, it's affecting the whole prison, so we need the goop canister and not the bag because the bag isn't strong enough. But also, come on, guys, you just wanted to mess with this prisoner. You wanted to kick him while he's down.
Yeah. The hell, man. And it doesn't make any sparks and they don't even give a shit. You think they would know by now, and also, especially Micah, who read the entire employee manual.
And also, this literally gets brought up in like the second to last or the last episode in this season, where like they put something in the goop or the bag or whatever and no sparks happen, and they're like, now why didn't it spark? Like, you already know that the spark is a necessary requirement. And
Literally.
it not
Literally.
happening is like cause for alarm, basically.
And then they're like, well, our job's done. And then it cuts to the doctor and he's doing, what? Oh my god, what is it called?
An
An
ME
autopsy?
report? Yeah. He's the medical
Yeah.
examiner, so the report on the dead guy's body, which was his friend, which I think you should
Yes.
be not allowed to do that, but
Who cares? They probably only have one doctor.
yeah, that's true. But they're at max capacity and they won't hire another doctor? Curious.
Typical prison.
Period. In Florida? Yeah.
Lee gets up off the thing and he's like, you killed me, you let me die, you killed me. And then he says something about the warden too.
Really?
I don't even know.
I don't remember
Yeah,
that.
I don't remember what it is, but when I was watching it, I like heard the word warden in there and I was like, oh, okay.
Huh.
Anyway.
Super
But
awesome.
now the doctor's dead too.
Yeah. The doctor was having a vision and he's like, Lee got up and like choked him out, they're like moving around and the doctor grabs like a
Syringe.
syringe and is like stabbing Lee's arm, but in reality he's stabbing his arm, so he dies somehow? Like, did he just like stab a blood vessel and bled out? But it like we see his body later and there's like 2 spots of blood.
Good point. How did he die?
My only question is that the syringe was full. The syringe was full to the max capacity of sedative, which I don't think would ever happen, but let's just say that that was what happened. And so he injected himself and had an overdose of sedative. But that's like it.
Yeah, because I guess maybe if he had it like full, maybe he was gonna put it in the body. Like maybe it's like a chemical thing for dead bodies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it could be like...
So maybe it's just like you're not supposed to have it in your alive blood body.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, it could be that.
That's what I would think, but
Anyway,
I don't know.
the doctor dies, and the warden is like, you literally told me that there was going to be no more suicides. Like, what are you talking about? And they're both
You
like,
guys suck.
yeah, you need to leave. You need to leave immediately. I'm calling for federal or like government
Yeah.
takeover, basically. Like, I'm kicking you out after the storm. You're not going to be in charge anymore. And then I literally took a screenshot because Micah's face when Pete's like, look, lady, when freaky stuff
Yeah.
happens, it causes other freaky stuff to happen. And I'm like, you're so right. This is like the epitome of their relationship to me. Like, this is what it's like.
I love it.
It really is so good. This episode is so good for like so many levels, but like it's a great Micah and Pete episode.
It really is. Oh my gosh. I also noticed her face when she said that. And then immediately after the warden leaves, they're like, okay, fuck, what do we do? You know what? Let's go check out the doctor. Let's go check that out. And then they get in there and they're like, oh, he was probably recording because he's a medical examiner. Let's find it. And then Micah's like, and Pete's like, he's like, I'm over here. You're closer. You're closer to the dead body. So he makes Micah search the dead body.
Right. But then he finds the recorder on the ground and he's like, Micah. He literally does like a great sad face.
And they try to play the recording and they can hear the doctor talking and being like, get away from me, I'm sorry, whatever, you know. But then when what's his face would be talking, Lee
Yeah.
would be talking, it's just like static.
Which is like kind of really cool.
I agree. This episode is like so Ghost Hunters.
It really is.
it makes me so excited. The static too, because that's a big thing in ghost hunting. They
Yeah.
have like, do you know anything about ghost hunting?
Only a little bit. I know that they use like what is it, Phasmophobia? They have like that machine that's like, oh, we'll turn it on, and if the like waves change or something, or like the electronics change, then there's a ghost in here. And that's like
Yeah,
obviously in real life too, but
they have ones that like scan. It like goes through a bunch of radio stations. I don't know if the. I mean, I don't want to be like I don't believe in ghosts. But I, I, some ghost hunting things are very silly to me. Like, I forget
right.
what it's called, but this device that, like, scans a bunch of radio stations, so you get just little, like, blips of words sometimes, so people are like, oh, you can interpret the words, and that's, like, the ghost talking to you.
Right.
Um, it is pretty exciting, though.
Yeah, it's
Like, if
got
I imagine if I personally were gonna go ghost hunting and I had one of these things and it said, like, kill or whatever, I'd probably freak out.
yeah, I would too.
Anyways.
It's just a regular recording device that has an electronic static noise, and they're like, "Oh my god, what is this electronic static noise?" Right? So they call Artie. They call Artie because they're like, "Artie, what is this? What is this static noise?" And he's like, "Hmm, don't you know that whenever anything vibrates, it makes a noise? Whenever any mineral vibrates together, it makes an electronic noise. Don't you know that?"
Don't you know
I
that?
mean, yeah, whenever anything vibrates, it makes a noise. You're so right, Artie.
This is an unusual noise, though.
I mean, exactly.
And he's like, it's a mineral. And then this is the part where he hears clanging, and he's like, what? Sorry, guys, I gotta go. Like, there's some noise going on. And they're like, okay, fine, bye. They hang up, and Artie is like, sees Claudia in this situation, and he is not pleased.
Oh no, he's not. He's very mad.
Oh, I literally wrote down, Claudia, your ass is grass.
Literally. I'm so glad
Oh my
she's also
gosh.
immediately like, yeah, yeah, I know you're pissed. Can we move past that just for a second so that you can help me?
And I'm really glad that Artie is like genuinely concerned. He's like, "Oh shit, we gotta get you down from there ASAP."
Yeah,
And then his glasses get sucked up by the magnet.
it's over for you, Claudia.
I, it's over for you. If I'm Artie, I'm pissed. If anything ever happens to my glasses, it makes me so anxious and upset. Like I can tell, like even when like a minuscule thing is off. If that happened to me, if my glasses got sucked up into the magnet, I'm pissed. I'm pissed off. This is the only thing I'm going to be talking about for weeks. Do you
Literally.
know how expensive glasses are? Holy shit.
Hey,
I
how
hope he has vision
I was
insurance.
gonna say what is the warehouse's vision insurance like? Probably pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. And probably no one ever uses it.
No.
Not Artie.
Yeah. Well, he's using it after this.
No, at the end of the episode, he just has broken glasses.
Well, he probably uses them after today, I should say.
I bet he fixes them. I bet he finds an artifact to fix his glasses. I bet he's had the same glasses for the last 40 years.
Yeah, that makes sense actually.
Anyway. Um, and then that's going on, so we come back to the prison, and I don't remember this. Sorry, you wrote down cut to the prison. Micah is making a makeshift metal detector that she made when she was a Girl Scout.
Yes. That's why I was like, why the fuck ever as a Girl Scout would you make a makeshift metal detector from your walkie-talkies?
From
What?
your walkie-talkie.
As a Girl
Interesting.
Scout, like between ages of like, I don't know, I'll just say like probably 10 to 14 maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know, how difficult is it to make one of these? Cuz
I
she's like
mean,
fiddling in the whole compartment.
maybe you like go to a science. Maybe they took a trip to a science museum and they were like,
Yeah,
"Here's how you do this in this situation," like a fun little activity thing. And Micah clearly remembers.
because she has a perfect memory, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
And
really good.
then yeah. And then Micah is clearly not okay, and Pete's like, "Hey, remember you can talk to me." And she's like, "Oh, well, I got the report from Denver, and I feel really bad about it still." And Pete's like, "No, you did everything right." He literally says, "You protected the president. That's the gig."
I mean, you know what? It is the gig. And that also is like, why isn't the warden like, why are Secret Service people here? The president isn't here. Why are they here? The show would have made so much more sense if they were just like CIA agents or FBI agents.
Literally.
Why do they have to be Secret Service?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because like FBI
I,
investigates everything as far as I know.
pretty much. I mean, yeah. Why would the Secret Service be there? It's a danger to the president.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Well. And
Anyway.
then, yeah, they have their really sweet sentimental moment, which I love. And then they start talking about the minerals. And Pete's like, "How can there be minerals everywhere?
First of all,
Have you been outside?"
I mean, um, commonly a lot of buildings are made with metal structure underneath the concrete to make it stay up better. Commonly, this is known. Commonly.
Commonly. And in this particular case, the entire prison is made of quartz for some reason.
Right? Which I don't know
They
how
built
good of a building material quartz is.
I don't either. But
Let's
I
look
get
up
that it's
Mohs
built.
hardness.
I know that it's built on. I don't think it's very high.
No, I don't
I mean, I
think
don't
it
think
is
it's a
either.
very hard substance. But it's on top of a quartz mine.
Oh.
That's one thing. On the wiki, it says that it was built using the quartz from the mine, though.
Yeah. I don't know. Apparently, quartz is ranked at a 7 on the Mohs scale of hardness.
Oh, okay.
Which is, you know,
That's pretty high.
that's pretty
from what I
high.
remember. Yeah.
Out of 10.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, Quartz, I'm sorry for doubting you.
Hey. And if this is a good place to get quartz, I don't know.
Might as well. Might as well.
I guess so. But they probably
But
mix
they're
it with
doing
something.
Yeah, probably. They're doing the thing again, though, where they act like they don't know what something is. Like, they're acting like they don't know what minerals are. I know
They've
Micah
never
knows
heard
what
of
a mineral
minerals.
is. Literally, they're so flabbergasted. They're like, "What do you mean minerals everywhere?"
Are they literally just like, "Oh, I wouldn't think of like this as a mineral." Maybe they're thinking like, "Oh, minerals mean..." No, because even if they were like, "Oh, minerals meaning iron," they'd be like, "Of course iron's in the building. Of course iron's in the fucking building."
They have bars
They
on the
have
cells.
they have copper everywhere. They have wires. Right.
They have guns.
Yeah.
See, they don't have the Magneto mindset.
They don't. Claudia does.
Claudia does. And they do this a couple times in this episode too. It makes me so happy whenever Pete and Micah try to like think through something.
Yeah.
They'll be like, "Oh, okay, so we have this thing, and then we have this thing, but what about this thing?" It's
They're
cute.
like talking over each other. That's the best part too.
I know, they're so bad at it. Micah is like, "Wow, the metal detector's going off everywhere. That's weird. It must be broken." And then they go, "Wait a second. What's this mine made out of?"
What? Quartz? No
And
way.
then they find out it's quartz, and they're like, "Oh, the quartz is causing the hallucination." Okay, should I get into the whole artifact cross thing right now?
Absolutely.
So the prison itself is an artifact because it's built out of the quartz, and the quartz is what's causing the hallucinations.
Yes.
And then to stop the hallucinations, you have to have the cross at a specific spot in the warden's office.
Yes.
What kind of creepypasta bullshit is this?
I know, right? This is so fucking crazy. I think about this all the time.
And this is why the background for this is so confusing, because it's like they don't even make it clear that like the prison itself is the artifact.
No.
I feel like I'm like, "Oh, it's the cross," but I guess
it's not technically
they don't
the
neutralize
cross.
the cross.
Yeah.
I guess they need the cross to neutralize the effect. But that's the only way you can neutralize it is placing the cross in the warden's office, which makes this one of the artifacts that they do not take back to the warehouse.
Which is crazy because they have multiple buildings in the warehouse already. So why wouldn't they bring the prison? I guess the prison is like gigantic, but the warehouse
Yeah.
expands based on what has to fit in it. So would they not just wake up to a whole new wing that's like the prison wing that can fit the whole prison in there? Because I mean,
don't know.
They have a pyramid in there. They have like multiple blimps and airplanes.
They have a truck.
They have a whole truck. They have like miles of shelves of stuff.
I think it's more like I don't think they can get away with taking a whole prison out of Florida.
Yeah, that's also what I was like, well, yeah. How are they going to get all of the... If they're already at max capacity, how are they going to get all of the prisoners to another prison in like a short enough amount of time without being like, the government said absolutely no people in this prison anymore?
They would never do that.
No, they wouldn't.
Like slave labor too much.
Yeah, they do.
Anyway. Oh, and electricity, of course, amplifies the effects of the quartz.
Which is
Warden Matthew, who is the dead warden.
Yeah.
Supposedly might be based off the real life warden Burl Kane, who's a warden at Louisiana State Penitentiary because he also encouraged a Christian atmosphere.
Right. Okay. I love it when they make shit up. I didn't get that. I mean, I don't know who this warden is.
Yeah, I read that, and I went to his page. He's just like a dude.
I mean, literally.
I'm like, okay, but I'm sure he's not the only warden that has done that. But okay, sure. And then, do we cut back to the warehouse?
The conversation is a little longer than what I wrote. It's basically like, Artie is getting the like. Wait, is this right? Artie is getting the like magnet, the group of magnets to like lower the magnetic field slowly, because if they do it quickly, then her nervous system will shut down, right?
Yes.
So that's what they're doing, and they're having like a conversation about that. And then that we like immediately cut back to the prison.
Yeah, this is the part of the episode where they do the cutting back and forth a lot.
Yeah.
Which they love to do.
They do. It makes it really super fun to talk about on the podcast.
I mean, I was gonna ask if we should maybe separate them between A and B plot, but also, like, they are very often intertwined. Like, they have phone calls in between, so... Yeah. If we get a little out of order, it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
But at the prison...
And then...
Go ahead.
Yeah, we go back to the prison, and everybody is freaking out, and John Hill's over here like, the time has come. It's here.
Yep.
Which, like, yeah, if I'm him, I'm stoked. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good for business.
Literally. Did we mention that, like, that was the reason why Lee was no longer a convert, is because he was like, oh, this guy's capitalizing on the suicides. I'm just gonna leave because that's crazy.
That's fucked up, yeah. And then Pete and Micah are going to the warden, and she's locked her office. She's clearly having, like, some kind of hallucination. The guards are having hallucinations. Everybody's having hallucinations. Sorry, that was a Drag Race reference.
No, I get it.
It was barely a Drag Race reference.
No, I get it. I'm confused. Peppermint's confused. We're all fucking confused.
And then Pete's trying to get through the door, and then prison riot stuff are happening.
I feel like we gotta talk about Pete trying to bust down the warden's door. And Micah's literally like, Pete, you can't bust down the door. It's the warden's door. It's probably more sturdy than your average door. It's like literally what she says.
I mean, she's right.
I know, it's just funny. And then he's literally like, you couldn't have said that 5 seconds earlier, because he goes to bust down the door, but he like hurts his shoulder, right? Because he can't bust through it, because it's literally the warden's
Yeah.
door.
A riot is happening, but John and his flock are A-okay.
I mean, they're literally no, because they don't have any hallucinations at all. They're like just walking through it, just like normal,
They
and no one's
don't.
attacking them.
And to be honest, that would be it for me. I'd be like, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about, actually, because they're all hallucination free right now. They truly do not feel guilty about anything.
And also, like, if I'm like, I'm a new convert, but like I'm not experiencing any because I like believe in this or whatever, and I see that people are going crazy, and him and the like higher ups in his flock or whatever are like not feeling the effects at all. I'm like, oh, triple down, quadruple down. This is 100% the truth. Things are going to shit, but it's not affecting me. Yeah.
Well, we also know that, like, a large percentage of people are wrongfully incarcerated.
Oh yeah.
There's probably a bunch of people in here who actually, like, don't feel guilty about anything. Who are
Exactly.
just like, fucking great. Of course this is happening. Oh, wait, okay, sorry. This is the part where they go back and forth a lot.
Yeah.
We can see that he's on the move. Him and his crew are on the move. And then we cut back to the warehouse, and Pete and Micah are trying to call Artie, and they're like, Artie, shit's hitting the fan. And he's like, oh, is the storm really bad? Because it's cutting out. And they're like, yeah, Artie, the storm's really bad. Hey, you'd know that if you looked at the fucking forecast.
Period.
And they're talking, and he's giving them the directions, because they're like, okay, Artie, what do you do to make courts stop? They literally say, like, what do you do to stop courts?
What kind of a
And
sentence
he's
is
like,
that?
what kind of a sentence is that? I get it, they're panicked. But,
Right.
but Artie's like, of course, it's courts. Why didn't I think of that, you know? Um, and he's, like, giving them the directions for how to place the courts to make it stop. Did he, like, pull up the artifact files? Like, how does he know what's going
No,
on here?
it's just him in the Farnsworth because he's trying to help Claudia right now.
Yes.
It's just
Yes.
him. This is just off the top of the dome.
He's just like, I don't know, go put it in there, and it worked. What?
You
And they
need
can
to
barely
put the
hear him
quartz in a
anyways.
specific place. I know that because I just know that.
Because I just know that. And then he's dealing with the Claudia stuff at the same time. Pete and Micah don't even know about the Claudia shit, thank God.
Right?
And then the truck shows up. Oh my god, the truck. And this is the funniest part of the whole episode, actually, is you can see the truck, like, slowly start sliding into screen.
Genuinely.
It's right behind me, isn't it?
When she says it sounds like a truck, and he's like, it is a truck.
It's a truck, buddy. I'm sorry.
All right. Thank you.
And they're doing all that. Artie's like, okay, this is what I'm gonna be doing. We're gonna get you out of this. Back at the prison, they're trying to find the big ass quartz cross that they saw in the pictures, to neutralize the situation.
Which, why did he make a cross out of quartz? Why
'Cause
did
it's
he?
sick as fuck?
Okay, but it's not even like okay, it's not like cut, right? Like it's cut a little bit into the shape of a cross, but it's not like fully like square. Why? Why not? It's the
Like-
cross.
Like, you mean, like, why isn't it?
Like it's all jaggedy. Like it's
'Cause
not a
it's made out of
perfectly straight
quartz.
line. Well, quartz is.
Well, prison girls make do.
You're so right. You're so right.
Yeah.
He's not.
Hey.
He runs the prison. He could have got this commish.
I don't know, maybe it's really hard. Hey, it's a level 7 on Mohs hardness scale, did you know?
Yeah, you're right.
It
Don't they
could
use
just be hard
water?
to-
Wouldn't they just
Oh,
use like high
probably.
pressure water to cut it? Like,
I
unless
don't
it's
know.
diamond where you need another diamond to cut it
Okay.
or whatever. They just
Quartz
use water, as far as I
cutting.
know. Maybe they have like an acid situation that they can use as well. I don't know.
I mean, you need like a grinder. Maybe they just didn't have like a grinder.
In Florida,
I don't know. Like Florida's known for grinders.
I'm just saying it's not like bumfuck nowhere.
That's true.
There's a prison.
Yeah, which means people are committing crimes for sure.
Yeah, you know what? That's why there's no grinders. It's because there's so much crime. It's like, it's like Britons. We have to get rid of all the knives. We have to get rid of all the grinders.
What?
You know, in Britain, because
Wait.
they don't have any guns, they
Yeah.
they like if they do like knife busts instead, and so they have just like steak knives that they'll take from people.
Oh. What if what if an evil fair what if there was a fairy and she didn't get invited to the birth party of a royal child,
Right?
and so she cursed the entire land of Florida by saying no more grinders. Oh wait, no. She said the child's gonna get
Cut.
touched
Get cut by the
a-
grinder.
a quartz grinder
Right.
and fall asleep forever. And so they said no more grinders for stone ever.
Absolutely, I 100% believe that. That's why you won't
Yes.
find any stonemasons in Florida ever again. If
Ever.
you're a stonemason, you don't live in Florida. I don't know what you're talking
You can't
about.
even bring it up.
Yeah, it's illegal.
Yeah,
You've heard of book
it's pretty
banning?
serious.
It's grinder banning. This is so
This is really
serious.
Yeah.
Anyway, they
Anyway.
find the cross.
Yeah, they find the cross, and back at the warehouse, Claudia is freaking out. They're doing all that. And then the Reverend shows up at the prison, Pete and Micah, and he sa- he says, "You know what they say about those who live by the sword?
Yeah, I wrote that down.
They die by the sword." Oh, good old biblical reference.
Right. I love that quote. It's so funny to me
too.
now.
It's my favorite. If you know anything about those Easter plays, I don't even know what the church is called. Whatever. If you
I
look
don't
up
know
like
either.
extreme Easter musicals or whatever, they have one. Sure, yeah. If you just Google like Tony Stark,
Iron Man,
uh,
Jesus,
Iron Man
Easter play.
crucifixion Easter play,
Yeah.
you will find it.
Absolutely.
And you're
Wasn't
welcome,
it-
by the way.
Wasn't it like a Jenny Nicholson video?
Yeah, Jenny Nicholson made a video about it.
I think that's what I saw. That
That's-
was my
that's also what I
introduction
saw.
to Easter plays.
Yeah. I've seen the Iron Man cross crucifixion thing outside of that too, but yeah, good Jenny Nicholson video.
Right. Oh man.
They say that this church, they do Easter plays, they do Easter, like a lot of them, and on almost every single one, they have to include the line, "Those who live by the sword die by the sword." So
They don't have to. Like, they don't have to is the thing. 'Cause I don't think that's not part of the Bible at that point, as far as I know. I looked up what, quote it is. I can't remember the word for it. Bible quote, right?
yeah, what psalm, what
Yeah.
entry?
I
don't know.
don't think it's the same chapter. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also, in the Easter play, from what I remember of the video, they were saying it as a joke. Like, they were like, "Oh, haha, reference, guys. Those who live by the sword, haha, get it? Remember that quote? Ha, so funny."
I think it's funny. Honestly, I think it's a pretty hard Jesus quote.
You know what it is? Probably one of the best.
I bet John Hill was so excited to be like, "Oh, I finally get to say it."
Exactly.
I think he was waiting for that. And they're like standing in front of the door, and they're like, "Well, why should we let you in?" And he's like, "So I can take the door off."
It's hinges.
Yeah, so I can get in, so we can all get inside.
Like,
He's
yeah,
like, he's like, I like that warden. Like, I kind of want to help her out, which is great because they open the door and immediately the warden shoots him while she's in her hallucination. So
period. Hey,
awesome.
great thematic moment there.
Bro did not live by the sword, and he got shot with a gun. What's up with that? What's up with that?
Arguably, maybe he did live by the sword because he killed his wife.
You're right. He did kill his wife. He lived by the sword, and then he died. Okay, yeah, we figured it out.
If we're gonna say if it's gonna be a thematic like full circle, right? Then he definitely did kill his wife.
He is the snake eating the tail.
Period. It all comes back together. And
Yeah.
also there's another great moment about this because now the windows open for some reason, I think, and like the storm gets worse, and so everyone in the room experiences a hallucination, including Pete and Micah, right? And so Pete is holding the cross. Well, he's not holding the cross, he set it down. But anyway, he's in the vision with his dad, and his dad is like, you could have saved me, Petey. Why didn't you tell me about your vibes? I died because you didn't say anything. And then Micah is like having the vision of Sam dying, and Sam is like, "You killed me, Bunny. Why didn't you save me? You could have saved me."
I'm I'm I I'm happy to talk about this part. I'm excited to talk about this part because the part with Pete and his dad is so funny.
It. Oh.
Like it's not supposed to be funny, I don't think, but they're like overlaying like stuff that the Reverend said. Like Pete's
Yes.
thinking it where he's like, I'm not gonna be prisoned by my guilt. And he does say a line which I think is really great where he's like, you were gonna go to work whether I told you or not.
Yeah.
Like you were gonna do that whether like this isn't even my responsibility.
Yeah.
And it's like a really sweet closure moment. But Pete literally like quotes the Reverend and he like says something about guilt or whatever and being the prison of his mind. And Pete's dad in the hallucination
Yes.
is literally like,
What?
what?
What are you talking about?
What are you saying?
Because even the hallucination is like, what the fuck are you saying right now?
Yeah.
What? Oh my god.
Pete uh, Pete's just so chill. He's just so guiltless that it wasn't even a problem.
Literally.
So he gets out of his hallucination pretty fast, but Micah is still in there. And so Pete's talking to Micah, so he shows up in her hallucination to like come
Right.
stand next to her and be like, Micah, it's literally not your fault. And then Micah has this beautiful conversation with Micah. Also as part of this scene, both Micah and Sam are like pointing guns at each other,
Right.
which is interesting.
I think,
But
yeah, I was gonna say like the parallels of the full circleness of this episode, right? But like when Pete walks into the room and the vision that Micah is having, she she's seeing Sam pointing a gun at her, so she pulls out her gun and points it at him, but in real life she's pointing a gun at Pete. Like,
yeah.
oh my god, they really did cook with that. They cooked with this episode. It's really
Oh, I think
good.
so. And I love the conversation she has where she's like she's like crying and she's like, I'm so sorry, like I love you so much. That shit is not my fault. You showed up early. Like sorry that happened. I'll never forget you. I'll always love you. It's not my fault though. Like I have to move on.
Yeah. Ugh.
Um
Love?
Emmy worthy performance.
Genuinely.
Frankly.
I
Very
literally
good.
wrote the her line when she says no you were early is like so good and I think about it all the time. And
Literally.
gosh, guys, I hope they don't ruin this with a scene in a later episode in a later season that completely recontextualizes that.
Surely
That
they
would be
won't.
so bad.
Well, didn't they already have the in the episode where she's like in the hospital and having the hallucination in the first episode?
Yeah.
Isn't he literally like, no, I was early?
I don't remember. I think so, maybe.
Yeah, I think he said that before
So that
in
would
in
be
a different hallucination.
that would be a great full circle moment for this scene right here. We did the
It
full
is.
circle. It came right back around to her saying to him, "No, you were early," right? Instead of him saying to her, "I was early," right? Boom,
Like, she
full
believes
circle.
it now.
Yeah, like she believes it now. Gosh, it would be so terrible if there's another scene in another episode in a newer season that completely recontextualizes this. Boy, that would be bad, wouldn't it?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But then, since she has officially moved on, the hallucination lets her go, and Pete and Micah have a great hug. Her hair looks great, by the way. I just noticed, like, when I was watching this, like, as soon as
Yes.
she got out of the hallucination, I was like, oh my god, her hair looks great.
Literally.
Um, but she hugs Pete and then realizes she's hugging Pete. This happens so fast, too. Realizes she's hugging Pete, makes a face, and then, like, backs up immediately.
Yeah. So real.
I love it. I love it. Oh, Micah uses her perfect memory to remember where the cross was, so they can put the cross back in, and everything's fine.
Yep.
And before we get back to the warehouse, I'll just talk about the ending of the prison plot where they get out of the hallucinations. They're with the warden, and then John Hill is shot, obviously,
Literally.
and they go to like help him. They're like, "Oh my god, we need to help him," and he goes, "No, no, 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 no.
This is God's plan.
He's chosen me. Yeah, he's chosen me for sacrifice. Okay,
What?
sure, girl.
Also,
You know what? If I am him and I just got shot, they're gonna make you pay the medical bills probably. Like
Yeah.
if they take him to a hospital, he's gonna have to pay. I'd also just be like, he's chosen me for sacrifice.
yeah,
Don't even bother, you guys.
life in prison when you got shot in the heart and survived. That recovery time is crazy, probably.
Awful. Yeah.
Not to mention you have to go to prison right after that? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't.
They don't even have a doctor anymore. The doctor's dead.
The doctor is fully dead.
And I bet they're still gonna stay open.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, they can't close. They have people living there.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to keep
Yeah.
going on without a doctor for like weeks, months even. Right.
And they're probably gonna be like, oh my god, we don't want to pay a doctor anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, I was just gonna say that he got shot in like the heart, right? And that's where his like pocket is, when that has his Bible in it. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Oh,
thematic.
that's awesome, yeah.
Because earlier, I don't think we said this, but earlier when they were like overlooking him, they hadn't like actually talked to him yet, and he was like sermonizing to the people, right? He turns around and he talks to Pete for a second, and he's like, "All I need is right here," and he taps his like breast pocket heart where the Bible is, which that was also a great moment, because is he tapping to the Bible or is he tapping to his heart, or is he tapping to both, right? That's
probably
great.
tapping a boat.
And then boom, full circle again, where he gets shot in the heart through the Bible, and there's blood on the Bible. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
pretty
think
good.
I would be like, yeah, no. God's will, guys.
Yeah, this is actually a sign from
Shot.
God.
Through the Bible. And then Micah pulls it out and it's like sobbing with blood.
Yeah.
Which, like, okay, earlier in the episode they were like, oh, I don't want to touch the dead body. And this time Micah's just like, here, let me pull out your bloody Bible.
Wasn't it
Why are
Pete?
you touching that? Maybe. I think it was Micah, though.
I thought it was Pete.
It's probably Pete, then. But still, why are you touching that?
Because also the oh my god, the doctor's dead body was not even that bloody at all.
No.
And
they're not
John
going to do
got
anything about it?
shot in the heart, and he's actively bleeding out through his heart like so much blood.
And he's still awake. He's like, nah, no, it's fine.
Literally.
Oh. Hey. And then back at the warehouse, Artie's putting together this whole situation to save Claudia, and Claudia's freaking out. She's like, oh my god, you're gonna put me in a body bag. And he's like, no, this is probably gonna be fine. They don't say that. Maybe they do show this in the episode. I don't know. But according to the Warehouse 13 wiki, on the artifacts part for this episode, the crossbow he has, not just a normal crossbow. It's William Tell's crossbow.
What?
And its ability, yeah. I don't know who William Tell is, actually. I probably should have looked that up. Isn't he the music guy?
Yeah, wait, William Tell's Overture, that sounds right.
He's a legendary folk hero of Switzerland. Okay.
Oh, okay, cool. Well,
Oh,
okay, that
okay.
means
Not that
probably
guy.
that's why the song is named after him. It's not named of the guy.
Yes.
That makes
He
sense.
is known for shooting an apple off of his son's head.
Oh, yeah,
But
yes.
anyways,
Wait, with a
it's
crossbow.
an artifact. And the artifact's power is that it can hit any target. And Claudia's there being like, oh, I hope you're a good shot. Artie's just fucking with her.
Yeah.
He's not even like, don't worry, this is the crossbow that hits the shot every single time. He's just like, yeah, well, in case it doesn't work, there's a plan B.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what? He probably deserves to fuck with her a little bit.
You know what else it says is an artifact? The
What?
Persian rug that Artie stands on to produce electricity.
I figured it was. Because where else are you going to get
produces-
that kind of static electricity?
It produces lots of electricity when exposed to friction. I guess as opposed to a normal amount. So that's great. And this whole scene, and I love this scene. This is like this is why this B plot is so iconic.
Yeah.
Artie. Claudia's up there, and the entire time Artie's doing this, she is just yapping. She is just saying whatever comes to mind. She is yelling it at the top of her lungs.
It really is so good.
And then he shoots her down, and she lands in the lifeboat thing, and she goes, Artemis Maximus. Love.
I do think about Artemis Maximus all the time. Whenever I think of Artie, I call him Artemis Maximus in my head.
And they're so cute. Claudia literally goes, "Oh, that was awesome," and Artie's like, yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, he's literally like so sheepish with it. He's like, no, you got me. It was kind of awesome.
Oh my gosh.
They're so cute.
They're
Aw,
adorable.
so cute.
And then at the end of the episode, Artie is sitting there with his glasses at the piano, fully broken glasses.
I mean, the lenses aren't broken. The metal frame is like heavily bent.
How's he even keeping it off his face?
I think one of them, doesn't he have the glasses that are like almost fully hooked around? That's what I picture.
Well, he has one of the arms hanging off his face. Like, he only has one arm on over his ear.
Yeah, that's true.
But he's making Claudia write lines on a chalkboard.
Such
To
an
say
old
she will
head
not-
thing.
Yeah, it's such an old head thing. It's such a creaker. It's so creaker core.
Whoa, bro.
And Claudia is so good in this scene too. Like, the whole time she's just going, no,
Yeah.
no, and Artie just keeps going, yep, yeah.
We're doing a whole nother board. You gotta keep writing these lines, girly.
And then he sits back down, is doing his piano thing, and she's like, wow, that song's pretty awesome. How long have you been working on it? And he's like, oh, since I lost my father. And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know. And he's like, hey, he's not dead.
It's so funny.
He says like the hardest line ever, which is like, I just hope that finishing this means we can find each other again.
Yeah.
Stay mysterious, Artie. Never change.
Yeah, heart emoji. Thumbs up emoji. Great job, Artie.
If I'm Claudia, I'm like, did he disown you because you're gay?
Period. That.
Anyways, and then at the end of the episode, our last little scene, Micah has the file, but then Pete comes in and he's like, hey, I'm taking the girls out tonight, which in this part of South Dakota means going out for ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
And he asks Micah if she wants to go, and she's like, no, I don't eat sugar, which, like, I don't believe, but okay.
I mean...
And then he...
No, I mean, yeah.
And then he's
well, because
like,
that's
okay,
why... Sorry. I was just gonna say... Okay, I was gonna say, in the last episode, in the Alice episode, right? The
Mhm.
reason we were like instantly clued on to, I mean, we as in the audience and we as in also kind of the people in the show were clued in as
Mhm.
Micah's being weird is because she started eating a like cinnamon bagel or something, which she would never do. Whatever the bread situation was, she was eating the bread,
Yeah.
which she would never do, right? And that's why I'm like, okay, maybe she doesn't eat sugar.
But then Pete says our ice cream order, so
Yeah, which is also a great moment.
I love that. Oh my god, they're so cute. They're so cute in this
They
episode.
really
It makes me
are.
like so sappy. And then he's like, "Okay, but like seriously, if you ever like need to talk about anything." And she's like, "Okay, well maybe tomorrow."
And I think she actually
And
means it.
I think she actually means it too. And then she throws the report in the fire before even reading it. So I hope she didn't get court-martialed.
Yeah, I don't think she did.
I don't think
Hopefully.
she did either, but
Do you know what? Hey, when we get $1 William and we can, you know, add new seasons to the show, one,
obviously.
retconning the ending of the season, obviously. Two, one of the episodes has to be about how Micah finds out that she was court-martialed, but that never actually happened because she became an agent of the warehouse.
Yeah.
It would be a great, hilarious moment, but also kind of serious, but still funny.
Because it would be Micah. It would be so funny, actually, if Micah got court-martialed. I'm not going to lie.
Literally. Because no,
I kind of want to see that.
she would be like, how come it's not Pete? Like, Pete has done so much crazy shit. Why isn't it
Yeah.
Pete?
I don't... Also, I don't even know if Secret Services can get Secret Service employees,
Agents?
agents can get court-martialed. Maybe that might just be a military thing. Like, maybe only Pete can get court-martialed.
Yeah, that's true. Well, she's a government agent. Well, what
So
is it for the
maybe?
FBI? Not court-martialing. Just fired, I guess, huh?
Well, yeah, there's probably some kind of thing. Well, you probably just go to normal port then, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. Oh, that's pretty much the end of the episode, but I forgot to tell you something that's in the deleted scene where they're like basically just like, "Oh, let's go research." Pete says, "Yeah, I'm the Google master."
What?
He's the Googling master. He's the master of Googling.
Oh my god. I didn't tell you, but I got my own box set of all the discs. So I have my
Yay.
own now. Yay, yay, yay. But I haven't been watching it. Like, I haven't been watching the disc, so I haven't been seeing any of the deleted scenes. I'm
See,
glad you're
I
bringing them
just
up.
found him like last a few days ago. I found him though.
That's good. It's hey, it's pride of place, bro. It's
It
an
really is.
amazing thing that I own. I can see it from where I'm sitting. It's on my bookshelf.
They, yeah, they have their own little spot on the TV stand. They're not even with the rest of the DVDs. Well, should we come up with a question?
Yeah. Do you guys have any regrets?
Yeah, do you have any regrets? Please share them. Do you know what? Do you know what? Do you know what? I put a poll. I put a poll at the on like Spotify, I guess, because when you upload the episodes, it gives you an option to put a poll. So I put a poll for whether Jack and Jill are dating or
Okay.
siblings.
Yes. I remember I remembered something because I was playing a trivia game with my parents, okay? And my sister was
Oh,
there also.
I have news on this too. Sorry.
Okay. We were one of it was like there's a whole bunch of different like categories and one of them is like animals and so I was thinking about animals and I was thinking about I don't remember, it was kangaroo or something. And I was like, "Oh, is the question going to be like what are No, it was a different question, but anyway, what are male and female kangaroos called?" And it's Jack and Jill.
Oh,
Males are called Jacks and females are called Jills. I think that's what I was going to guess, right? And that's why I was like, oh, Jack and Jill must be not related. They must be dating because I was like, it's an Animal Kingdom thing, right? Surely.
right. Yeah. Anyways, my news on that, I think you knew this too. I think Sam just put this in our group chat, but I was talking about Scotty doesn't know whether it's like the dad or the boyfriend.
Yes.
I didn't know the song was written for a movie. So in the movie it's about the boyfriend.
Good to
So
know.
now we know. The mystery is solved.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Wait, I feel like we should do a different question though.
A different one. I think the regrets one is pretty good. Okay, have you ever been to prison?
That's hey, two questions then. One, have you
Yeah.
ever been to prison? Two, what are your regrets?
Yeah.
What what would your hallucination be?
Oh, yeah. What would your hallucination be? I haven't like killed anyone or like witnessed any death at all, really. I've
Yeah.
been so fortunate. So,
I don't know. I guess I've been in a minor car accident. I'd probably be like, damn, I should have pressed on the brake.
do you know what mine would be? And this is pathetic.
Yeah.
We were at this grocery store the other day and they had this stand with like beanie babies, right?
Right.
And they had normal sized beanie babies and they had one slightly bigger beanie baby and it was of a frog. And I have
Ooh.
the smaller frog.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, it would be so awesome if I had a bigger frog. And it's one that's like sitting down and it's all cute. I'm like, I can have the
Aw.
small frog sit in the big frog's lap. That's adorable.
Aw.
There was no price on it. The price they had was like $5 something, $5
Right.
something. And I assume it's for the small ones, right? But there's no other prices. So I say, okay, whatever. We can't find it online. I take it to the self checkout. I ring it up. $17, $18 for this stuff.
What?
I'm like, oh, yeah, yeah.
Is it like double
Yeah.
the size of the Beanie Baby? The regular
No.
small one?
Like barely. Like almost double the size, but not even really.
Hmm.
It's not even that big. So I'm shocked. I'm appalled. I have to. So I'm like, okay, I can't spend this much money on a stuffed animal right now. And I was already like not having a great day emotion wise, anyways.
Right.
So I have to cancel it. Someone, the whoever's like helping at the self checkout has to come over to like put their code in to cancel it, and he's
Oh
like,
my
"Oh,
God.
what's up with it?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's just expensive. Like the price said it was this much, and it's actually the price said it was like $5.99, and it's actually like $17.99." And he goes, "Oh, okay. So do you just not want to get it?"
Damn.
Yeah, I guess. Like, yeah, no, I'd like definitely still want to get the stuffed animal, but like, I'm not gonna spend $20 fucking dollars on it, sir.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
you gonna give it to me for the prices listed? No? Okay. And then he took it. Okay, this was kind of cute actually. He just took it and he set it on like his like self-checkout stand area
Aw.
desk thing. So he can watch the self-checkout and like that's pretty damn cute. That's pretty damn cute. But I do regret leaving the stuffed animal there. I should have just taken it. I shouldn't have even rung it up.
Yeah. Hey, frogs are cute. You would have loved that, Stuffy.
I still do. I think about him every day.
Call
His
him
name's
Artemis
Hopper.
Maximus. What? Oh,
His name's
Hopper?
Hopper. Yeah, it's on the tag because
Oh, yeah.
because it's a Beanie Baby situation.
Yeah. Well, that's it. We got our questions. Got our answers.
Indeed. Thank you for listening. If you want to talk to us, because no one's talked to us yet, you can hit us up at our email at wthiswh13@gmail.com. We're also on Instagram as WTH is WH13, and also on Tumblr with the same thing.
Yeah.
We also have polls on Spotify, so if you're listening on Spotify, like, please do the Jack and Jill poll. I just need to get a sample size. That's all.
Yeah. What should we do for? What poll should we do for this episode?
Oh, like you think there should be a poll on this one?
I mean, if we're gonna do them all now.
Do,
Well, we
yeah.
don't really
do you
have a
have any
question.
regrets? It'll be yes and no.
Yeah, that's actually great.
Yeah. That's a good one. Well.
All right. Thank you all for
I have
listening.
yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow.